Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are doing a get ready with me for work, and we are going to be using the new Blend Bunny Chanel Diabla palette. This palette is so squishy. It is so cool. Very, very sensory. I don't know. It's just very, very cool for the senses, for the touch senses. Very cool. And very thick palette. And anyway, this is what it looks like on the inside. I was thinking about using these shades and maybe this white shade here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 palettes. 30 if you count these as two. And I don't know. I was thinking maybe doing some more looks with this palette. Maybe you'll see more looks on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. So there might be some more looks on Instagram. I might be doing in the next couple of days with this palette. So I decided to just do one look here on YouTube with this palette. So we're going to use that. So anyway, thought this would be a cool palette to use today. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this going. I've been using the Chanel Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. This is the old formula, because I bought the old formula months and months ago to try out. And at the time, I wasn't that impressed with it. But I've been using it in the drier months. And I've been really liking it for a dry weather foundation. No, I have not tried the new formulation. So I can't speak on that. But if you ever bought the old formulation and you haven't tried it out for a winter month and you have dry skin, try it out, because it is a really good formulation for the dry weather months, for the dry skin. So I'm getting some good use out of it. Mine is in the shade 3. So I'm glad I'm finally getting some use out of that. Using the Ritual to Tea Soft Sorcery Concealer. Which is also good in the dry months. Of winter. So, how is everybody doing? I have to go into work early the last couple of days, earlier than usual. I'm not sure what's going on. We need a new person at work. We need a new person at work, and filling in hours and stuff has been hard. I don't know why we don't have a new person yet. Okay, I'm using the Morphe Sudden Heat Cream Bronzer. Oh, I've only got that much left. In the shade Flicker. A guy brought his wife to work one night, which is a no-no because our work is I don't know, one of those places that you just can't bring your wife to. Too much security. And he lost his job over it. And he is security, and he should have known that. I just don't know what people are thinking sometimes. The coffee is good this morning. So, has your state done its primaries yet? My state is doing its primaries. And our voting is, if you're in Texas, the voting is Tuesday, March 3rd. Today, I think, is the last day of voting early. Friday, the 27th, February 27th. Okay, what am I doing now? I gotta keep moving because I got a deadline here. Okay, I'm using this RMS blush and Main's blush. And in the primaries, you can either vote for Democrats or Republicans. You can't vote for both. And me and my dad, oh my gosh, voting with my dad is so funny. Me and my dad went to the polling office, or the polling place. And we talked to some of the people outside, you know, there to vote for who you're going to vote for, who you're going to vote for. We talked to some of the people who we're going to vote for. And then we go inside. And I don't talk politics on this channel, so I'm not going to say who I'm voting for or whether I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I'm just going to say, you know, whatever, just say. But he goes in there, and let's say we're voting for the Democrats. Let's just say that. I'm not saying we did or we didn't, but let's just say we were going in there and voting for the Democratic primary. And he goes in there and says, "Where do I vote for the Democrats?" He says that at the top of his lungs. And everybody in that room turns around and looks at him. And the guy that's supposed to be helpful, is standing there and says, "Sir, that's not how this works." Just go over to the table and show him your ID. And you push on the computer which one you're voting for. Democrats or Republicans. You don't have to shout out who you're voting for. And my dad's like, "Oh, okay." But I'm not standing there thinking, I am 50 years old. And my dad is still embarrassing me to this day. I can't outgrow it. It's like when my mom and my grandpa were alive. He lived in a senior community center. And I remember them having this conversation. The center was on a road called Diabla. Diabla Drive. And him and my mom having an argument in public. And he swore up and down that he lived at 1234 Diabla Drive. and her arguing with him that he lived on Delito Drive, and him swearing up and down that he lived on, no, I live on 1234 Dildo Drive. I'm using the Hindash Gradient Highlighter in Doll Dynasty. And I had a friend at the time who said, yeah, I know that road. Everybody calls that road Dildo Drive. So your grandpa's not wrong. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess my grandpa lives on 1234 Dildo Drive then. Just doing my eyebrows real quick. Do you remember the name of the street that you grew up on? I still remember. It's 539 Aspendale Drive. Okay. Looking nice, looking glowy. I don't know what lip I'm gonna wear yet. Let me take my lipstick out of my bag here. So we have the options. And let's make a look. Okay. Let's see here. Let's work on this shade called Demon. Love that shade name. And let's put that in the crease right here. Wait, that's... Yeah, wait. Is that the shade I wanted to put there? Well, we're doing it. Well, we are doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, demons and folks, now I'm going to take that shade Barbed Wire and mix it with White Hot. and put it in the inner part. And blend like its namesake. Take a little bit more of that demon shade. Okay, then I'm going to take Black Heart and use it on the outside here. Oh, I really love that combo. And using the whites and the blacks to mix together those colors. I did clean up my looks. In fact, let's do that now. And let's take that demon and Black Heart and put it in the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay, wait. I'm gonna take this Blade shade and put it on my lid. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful blue. Did I say this has more flexibility than the Haunt Me palette? And I love the Haunt Me palette. Don't get me wrong. I do love the Haunt Me palette. But that, if you saw my 4 looks with that, you would know that it had a lot of the same shades. This is a beautiful gray blue shade. Look. Okay. I'm going to open this back up and put a color in my inner corner. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this Froze Over shade and put it in my inner corner. Oh, that is perfect. Okay, so I used these white and black shades, but I used all these 4 shades here too. This in my inner corner, right here. And this on my lid. But I used these 2 shades too, and mixed these 2 shades in with it. So that is the look that I have right now. I'm going to go put on some mascara. I'm going to clean my brushes. I'm going to put on my wig. I'm going to do a lip, and I will be right back. So this is the final look. I absolutely love it. If I were to rate this just off of one look, it would pretty much get almost a 10 out of 10 for all of my categories, except maybe the shimmers. I would like a little bit of special shimmers, but I know that Blend Bunny shimmers are typically just your regular kind of shimmers. So they would probably get a 9 or an 8 for me. But they are good shimmers. They're just not any kind of special shimmers, which keeps their prices pretty fair. So, which doesn't make them end up in like the 70 or 80 a dollar category, like say Belle Beauté bar or something like that. So this keeps it a nice big palette for a nice fair price. So let me know what you think of this look, and I would love to know your thoughts in comments down below. And if you would like to see any more looks from this palette, let me know. But I will probably have some more looks on Instagram with this palette. So that's at Jennifer Loves Makeup 1 on Instagram. So please leave your comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Sending you out all of those good vibes, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, take care. Goodbye.